Hi, this is Brian Pash, and this week I'm starting with a new LinkedIn newsletter series on OEM CDP projects and the inherent conflicts with dealers who are investing in CDPs and dealer groups who have their own centralized data strategy. You know, for years, we've kind of let identity resolution, website tags, and even what is happening with the data that's being extracted from our websites or lead management, kind of hoping that those data sharing agreements were in the best interest of dealers. But in the last few years, OEMs have started to introduce CDP projects. They're putting identity resolution tags on dealership websites, and they're extracting audience data with the intent of trying to create a better experience from tier 1 down to tier 3. But there's really very little transparency on how the data is being used. In fact, as I've been writing more about identity resolution, it's pretty scary. The average dealership website has over a dozen Google Tag Manager containers. Each one of those containers can have dozens of scripts that can siphon off data and ship it off to who knows where. Dealers aren't inspecting how many Google Tag Manager containers are on their website. Recently, I had a report sent to me for one of my customers where they had over 70 scripts running on their website. I think it's really important that as customer data management or first-party data management is becoming more of a standard operating procedure, we really need to consider some way to bring the OEMs and the dealers together for an open discussion about transparency. I really believe we need a trusted middle ground company that has experience in data management, experience with data hygiene, experience with, supplementing an OEM CDP or a dealer CDP with shopping signals without giving away all the valuable data at the tier 3 level, the dealer's most valuable asset, their first-party data. Unfortunately, we're seeing some CDP projects being planned, rolled out, and discussed where the dealers are kind of being steamrolled. They're just saying, hey, just put these tags on our website and give us your data, and man, everything is going to be awesome. But, you know, the larger dealer groups aren't going to buy into that story without a trusted intermediary. Some people call them clean rooms, or an intermediary that knows what each party has agreed to share. The way it works now, it's a matter of blind trust, technology and tags that can't be audited easily. I really think instead of OEMs trying to build with bubblegum, scotch tape, and a few tech packages their own CDP and data management system, that dealers and OEMs work together to create a national construct that will simplify the data sharing between CDPs at a dealer level and the CDP projects at the OEM level. Today, every OEM is doing their own thing. There's very little consideration to the significant momentum that dealer groups are having, and there's really a very little consideration, at least from what I can see, that dealers are going to get steamrolled and effectively giving up all their valuable first-party data without any controls. You may say, Brian, that won't happen. Well, guess what? It's already happening. You just don't know it's happening. So I'm going to be writing a few articles, and here's my purpose: to see if the OEMs and dealers, especially the larger dealer groups that have CDP projects, can come up with a structure, a trusted structure, so that, hey, when OEMs are sending out mailers or offers to residents that are also in the dealer's CDP, those signals are shared. Or when an opt-out is happening from one platform to another, that data can be shared. Or if an address moves or a vehicle is sold outside of the normal construct of the DMS, those data signals can be shared. Dealers are being penalized for retention based on dirty data in the DMS. They're everyone's wasting money on data that is outdated, stale, because cars have traded hands. There has to be a better way where data hygiene, data activation, signal sharing can be done in a way that dealers and OEMs both benefit. Right now, it looks like the OEMs are steamrolling a one-way usage of dealer data, and God knows how these identity graphs are being used either competitively or destructively to damage the digital strategies that dealers are trying to do on their own. So stay tuned to this new article series. If you haven't signed up for my LinkedIn newsletter, you can just scan this QR code or just go to my profile and sign up. Look forward to extending this discussion also at the Digital Marketing Strategies Conference, which is happening April 27th, 28th, 29th in Scottsdale, Arizona. Dealer groups, OEM leaders who are interested in better strategies for their digital marketing using first-party data, managing their data through CDPs, understanding the new technologies of identity resolution and how AI is supplementing and enhancing communication and marketing strategies should come out to DMSC April 27th, 28th, and 29th in Scottsdale at the beautiful Westin Kierland Resort. So just go to digitalmarketingstrategies.org to sign up. But get ready for an active conversation, because as more dealer groups are making multi-million-dollar investments in organizing the first-party data, I don't think the smartest and largest dealer groups are just going to hand over the keys to the kingdom. There has to be an established middle ground, an independent resource that sits in the middle of these two CDP juggernauts to provide some sanity, security, hygiene, and stable, effective data management to benefit both the consumers, the dealers, and the OEMs. So stay tuned for my first in a series of articles that we publish this Monday on my LinkedIn newsletter. I look forward to your comments.